welcome back to Milton Mo Junction. As I mentioned in the title, this is my 50th YouTube video, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a different type of video. But before we go into that, I'll just quickly show you what I've been up to, which isn't a lot really as far as the building's concerned. I've built the water pipe and the water hose and joined all together, painted them and weathered them. I'm quite pleased with the way they've come out. I've also painted a couple of sleepers onto the track there. As I said, I weathered them, but I've also painted the first one white, but I've given it a faded white look, as if it was done long ago and not really been repainted since. And also I've put a couple of rails there, but they need weathering, so I was really just seeing how they'd look and just left them there. But I've also noticed that I haven't made up the hoist and the buckets to put the coal into an engine, because I realised that the coal is a little bit oversized, because you probably get one of those big lumps in one of the buckets. They're really big lumps, and even for O gauge I think they're a little bit oversized. So I might crush a couple of those up, or just leave the bucket out of it, and we'll just do poetic license, as it were. But anyway, back to what I was going to really do. The main thing about this video was showing you my loco stock. So without any further ado, I'll go and show you. The first loco on my current stable is this Helgen Class 37 diesel with the split head codes. I bought it second hand, lightly weathered, but I've added to it sound. The sound is house sound, and it's got a lock sound version 4 XL chip. So that's loco number 1. The second loco I bought was a Class 55. That's again is a Helgen. It's named Elysidon, is it? And that was purchased new, weathered, and I've put in, or had put in, a house sound with a special bass speaker in it. So that's loco number 2. This is the third engine I bought. This is a Class 25, which I bought second hand. It came weathered and with sound in it. The sound, as far as I can remember, is a Southwest digital sound, but it's got 2 bass speakers in it, which makes it exceptionally nice deep sound to it. But that is my third engine. The fourth engine I purchased was a Dapple 08, Class 08, which I put in a Zimmo 21 pin sound chip, and I had it lovely, expertly weathered by Mick Bonwick. I should also add off my fifth engine was a Class 15 by the Little Loco company. That again has got a Zimmo sound in it, but I can't show you that because it's away being weathered at the moment by Mick again. So I'll show you that when I get it back. This is the next loco I bought, which is a Class 26. I bought that second hand, and I bought it weathered with a sound chip in it. I believe the sound chip is a Zimmo XL chip, so that one is the next one I bought. The next loco I bought was this Helgen Class 03. I bought this brand new, weathered. There's no chip in it at the moment, and the only reason I haven't put a chip in it is I'm waiting for Digitrains to bring out their one for this particular loco, and as soon as that comes out I shall purchase that and put it in, so that will soon hopefully be a sound loco. This obviously is the Class 37. This is the last diesel I purchased. this was actually featured in the title of this video. So you'll see it's a class 37. It's I purchased this second hand, weathered, but I have put in, or had put in, a sound chip, and that's obviously a Lock Sound XL, and that's with Howell's sound in it. So that's it for the moment for my diesels. And now for the little surprise. Well, as you can see, I've bought myself a little Dapple Ginty. This one I've just this minute put in a sound chip, and that's a Zimmo 21-pin sound chip, and quite a nice big speaker. They all fit in there quite nicely. As you can see, it's weathered and pretty much ready to go, other than the fact that it needs coal in the bunker and it needs a crew. So I'll be doing that at some stage, but obviously that's not quite a priority at the minute. But why did I buy the Ginty? I mean, I talked about it before really, but I think I was going to make it a diesel only, and I guess this doesn't fit in with the period. But then I thought, well, I like the look of it, I like the sound, and I bought this and put in and weathered the coaling stage, so I might as well have a reason for it. So I've bought myself a little Ginty, and one of the reasons I did it was because the first engine I ever had was a Ginty. My parents bought me a train set. Hang on, I'll just get comfortable. My parents bought me a train set when I was about 5 for Christmas. Not that I saw much of it. My father and my grandfather were playing with it most of the time over Christmas. But there we go. And that's the Ginty that I had in the train set. So I thought, right, that's going to be, if I'm going to get a steam engine, I'm going to get the little Ginty, because as I say, that was the first engine I ever had. So there we go. That's all done. Really pleased with it. It's got it's got a flicker from the coal box, and that's in conjunction with the shoveling sound, which I did as it first came into view, or when you first saw it. So it's quite an impressive little engine for what it is and the price you pay for it. So it makes O-gauge very, very easy to get into now, I guess, when you're getting engines like that with sounding, which are comparable with an OO gauge loco. So there we go. Obviously, as I say, it still needs a crew, and it still needs coal being put in the bunker. But then that brings me back to the problem which I mentioned earlier about coal being a little bit big for the bunker, the bigger bits anyway. This end would probably be okay, and that's the size I'd be aiming at. But I'll get that sorted. That was a bit of a different video. I haven't done a lot more, as I said, on the scenery, but I will get on and do this bit now, because I bought a little building that will look nice, reasonably nice at that area along here, so I might get on and do that, but I doubt whether I'll put a video up now before Christmas. So for anyone that sees this, Merry Christmas, and hope you and your family have a great one. Hi again. I've just watched the video back, and I thought I'd add this section on the end before I posted it, because having looked at the video, I thought it was a little bit disjointed, and that's probably because I was trying to jump around, find information, or trying to remember what chip was in what engine, etc. But I think the information got across, and if anyone wants to know anything extra that I didn't say about any particular loco, then obviously feel free to ask. There's not a problem in that at all. The other thing I wanted to get across was, having listened to it, it almost felt like an apology that I was having a steam engine in it, but that wasn't the case really. I mean, I know it's an old saying, but it's my layout, and I'll have what I want. I mean, I try to keep it as realistic as possible, and I try to keep to sort of roughly an era. That's my own personal choice. I mean, I'm not criticising anyone that doesn't, and it's not a completely mixed layout where I run anything I like, because I was trying to sort of stick to a theme. Even that stretched a bit, because the theme originally was going to be the green diesel era, with probably not much steam, a little teeny bit of steam in it. But then I wanted to go and get some blue diesels, so I made it a mixture of blue and green, which probably wouldn't have been the diesels that I've got mixed together, and you wouldn't have had the diesels themselves probably coming together in one place. But as I say, I'm really flexible on that, and I tend to sort of show what I like and buy what I like. As I say, it's my layout, and I particularly like this little steam engine. I mean, I bought it for the reason I told you. I wanted a steam engine, and I saw this one, and I've been thinking about it a little while, and because the first ever engine I had was a Ginty, I thought that'd be quite suitable to get. And having purchased it and listened to it with the sound and that, I'm really pleased with it. It's an absolute pleasure to sort of drive around, which is what I really like about having a model railway layout, is playing trains. As much as the building and creating the layout itself, the whole idea is to play trains, for me anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to say that that's the reason I've got it, because I like it. And as I've already mentioned, you know, anyone that feels free to comment on anything, please feel free to do so, or ask questions. As I said, if they want to ask me questions about the diesels that I've shown you, please feel free to do, and subscribe if you wish. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening to me drone on about this, but bye for now. Bye.